Hello everybody, I hope that you are doing well. We have two pull requests in code review pals, which had something to learn. So I decided to review one of them and try to solve the issue and fix the problem. It's about the policies and authorizing inertia and Laravel. I think it will be a good showcase to learn something from the pull request. So let's dive into it. Um, First, let me to bring the pull request. This is a table action, and it's an issue of we need to have action for delete pull requests and repositories. As you can see, I run that PR in my localhost, and we have a delete action here. This guy add this delete action to the project, but the problem is that he used some not good practice on the code, something like abort like this here, and I want to change it and tell why it's need to change this code. So first, let's bring which file changes in our pull request and where we need to change. First things is a pull request controller, and I will search it here, pull request controller. This is here, so we have the code base here, and what's the problem is this abort and the checkpoint of this authentication here. We shouldn't do this here, and we can have some options here. First and most, and we have to use it, is we must to have policy here, and I will make a policy for pull request model with a command named PHP artisan make policy. Bring the help, and we can specify the model pull request and okay. Requests policy. Okay, as you can see, we have pull request policy here, but only we need the delete option here, and I will remove unnecessary functions here. For delete, we have a user here, and okay, it should be works. Okay, it's good. So we must to check this in there. So I can just copy this here, and instead of this, I must do user ID. Return $pull requests. Okay, it's fine. And how can I use this in here? If instead of pass the custom HTTP status here, we can use $this authorize, and if I'm right, the syntax is delete and this pull request. Thus we can delete this pull request or not. Even if we are in a store request or update request, which we have the form request here, we can do this authorization in authorize parameter on authorize function on form request. But it's good for here, and before we run this and let's take the action, we must to register the policy. We have auth service provider here, and as you can see, there is a policies. I will remove this section here, and I will bring pull request. Let me this model and the policy. Pull request model class pointed to the pull request policy class, and it's fine. Okay, in the next step we must do register the policies in the put method with this function. As you can see, this function is service provider, and it will be do something tricky stuff here. It's okay. Then let me just test the UI a little bit, and we can, in the pull request, we can delete this pull request and it's fine. Let's try to duplicate this code for repositories. I will be back. Okay, I'm back. And as you can see in repository controller, we have the same things. And if I do the same thing in repository, it's okay. Just it's a little bit, we need one step more. And as you can see in the pull request, we changed means the guy, I cannot read the name, changed some React things, but also here we have auth user equal to user ID, and we don't want it. We don't want this in here. So how can we fix this? I searched a little bit about this authorize and guard in inertia, but there is not helpful things rather than this. As you can see, they offer to do the policies and actions on the controller and pass the options into the UI and check this on the React instead of calling the function in the React. So let's try to do the same thing in the index of these repositories. I run something. As you can see in the controller, we are just passed all the repositories paginate with through the inertia with this array, and I'm not doing the map on each repository, and I don't want to do this. I think we must find a better way instead of the suggested in the inertia document. Also, I found a video on Laracast, and it's described it's better and it's fine. But I don't want to map this and map all my repositories. I want to do some tricky stuff. I don't have an idea it's true or not, but it's kind of work for now, I think. So let's do it. For this, I must change the repository index like that. Instead of this check, I want to have the data. This shouldn't be data. Let me refactor this. Let me for future, but it shouldn't be data. It should be repository and not the data. Please use the correct name for variables. And for these things, I need to data that can leads, and where this can delete came from. As you can see, we have no any can delete here, and there is error here. But how can I make that? I have a video about the attributes, and I will put the link on the top of the page. You can check that video before this, but you can also watch this. I will get to the pull repository model, and make something like this here, a function which named can delete, and it will return attributes. There is no, I will copy this here and just change this for get. I will put the false here for now, and it's not okay for now. As you can see, we don't have error here, but it's good to use this append here. As you can see, if I cut the append, there's no problem. But put the append here, it will be more clear, which we have the can delete here. And as you can see, there is no action here, it's disappear. And if I put it to true, it will be here. So how can I check this here that should be available or not? I can use the auth user. It's not good to use diff in a model, but for now it works until we find a better way. Auth user can delete $this. Let me check that it's work or not. As you can see, it works. I will do the same thing for pull request, and I will be back. And I must take a sorry here. This is a raw render, and there is no problem to do the data here. It's not necessary to name it pull request. Okay, it's kind of work. Also, as you can see, here we have a warning which told us do not use the link for delete action, and there's an offer for us. Let me check that if it's work. Yes, it's work. For repository, I should do the same. Okay, and I think it will be good to fix the warnings here. Okay, thank you for your watching. In the next video, I will be implement some tests for this pull request we changed, and I think we must to start the unit test and feature test in the code review pals. And if you want to contribute and you enjoy this, you like this project, please join in our Discord channel. I will put the link in the description. And also you can check the GitHub and start the project and like this video to get more people for the project. This is open source and voluntary project that's programmers can help each other to grow by reviewing the codes and coaching the juniors and other stuff. It's just an open community. It's yours and not mine or anybody else. So good to see you. I hope I see you in the next video. Goodbye.